This video editing tutorial will show you how step by step. First, go to Google and search CapCut. It's going to be the first link, so just click on it. Or you can just go to their website, which is capcut.com. Then move your mouse to download, and you can click on download for Windows or Mac. So click on it. It's going to ask you where you want to save the file. I'll save it in my desktop. And once it's done, just open it. Then just wait for it to install. Then CapCut will run a test to check whether your computer can run CapCut smoothly. So just click on confirm. So this is what you see when you open CapCut. Just click on new project. And then from here, you can start to import the videos that you want to edit. Just add them in like this. And you are now ready to edit videos on CapCut. Alright, let's use this video as an example. So I'm just going to move the line to exactly when I want to cut, maybe around here. So let's say I want to cut at this point. All I have to do is make sure I click on the video, and then I will click over here, which says split. So if I click it, now you can see that our video is split into two pieces. So we have the left side and the right side. So I want to delete the part on the left. So I can go ahead and right click, and then I can delete. So that's how you cut the beginning of a video. So now let me show you how to cut the end of the video. You just move the line to when you want to cut the video. So I'm just going to move the line. I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to move it to maybe this moment. This is the part where she finished pouring the coffee. So again, just like before, I click on the video and then I click on split. So now we have two pieces. We don't need this part on the right side. We can right click delete, or you can also click on this trash can over here. So if you click on it, then it's going to delete that part of the video. So this is how you cut the end of a video. Now, what if you want to delete the middle part of your video? First, let me just re-add the video again. And this time around, let's say we want to delete the part where she pours, happens to be in the middle of the video. First, we move the line to exactly when you want to cut. So if I want to cut away the part where her hand comes in and pour the coffee, I'll just move to exactly the moment where I want to cut. So you'll be around here, because if I just go forward a little bit, the hand comes in, right? So I'm going to go back like this. Okay, so we don't see any hand over here. I'm going to click on the video. I'm going to split. So now we have two pieces, right? We have the left side and the right side. But because we are cutting the middle of the video, we will have to continue. So I'm going to decide exactly when I want to cut. So move until the part where I want to cut. So her hand goes away at this point, exactly at this moment. So I just move the line to where I want to cut. This time around, I'm going to split again. Boom. So now you can see we have three parts, right? So to delete the part in the middle, right click, I delete. And now if I play the video from the beginning, you can see that we cut away the part where her hand comes in. So this is how you cut the middle of a video. If you want to learn how to add overlay in CapCut, for example, an image or a photo or a GIF, or you want to overlay a video or even a green screen, then keep watching, because it will show you how to add overlays in CapCut step by step. Let's use this video as an example. We'll bring it to the timeline. So the first thing we can add as an overlay would be an image. So to overlay an image, you can just click and hold, then just drag it down to your timeline like this. You can see that if I play the video, you'll have the image. First of all, we can adjust how the image looks like. We can adjust the scale. You can make it smaller, or you can make it bigger. Okay, so make it as big as you want or as small as you want. And then next thing is you can move it around. You can bring it to anywhere you want, position it to anywhere you want, and you can also rotate like this. Okay, you can rotate your images. And then next thing is you can also how long you want the image to appear. To appear just for a short period of time, then just drag it to the left. You want to make, so if I make it very short, then it's going to appear just for a short while, and then it's gone. If you want it to appear longer, then just drag this out and it will appear longer. Now, if you want more images, you can actually click on stickers if you go to stickers, you'll see that actually CapCut already have a lot of different stickers that you can add to your videos. So you don't really need to go online and find all those different images and download them. CapCut already have quite a lot of useful images that you can add to your videos. So let's move on. If you want to overlay a photo, you just click and drag it down to, and you have something like this. It's the same thing. If you want to make it small, you can do that. And then you can position it to anywhere you want. Now, if you want to overlay a GIF, just click and hold, make it smaller or bigger, and we can move it anywhere we want. And then if you were to overlay a video, click and hold, bring it. Now, if I play the video, you'll see that we now have another video as an overlay. So you can use this to put B-rolls on your video. Now, of course, you can do the same thing as before. You can make it smaller and just bring it anywhere you want. This have two videos playing at the same time. Now let's move overlay, which is green screen. So let me bring this down. And if I play the video, you can see that we have this green screen video that pops out. It's a subscribe button. And really what we want to do is to remove the green screen, right? So that this subscribe button will appear on top of our video. So how do we remove the green screen? You just click on the video. And then if you look on the right side, under video, you'll see basic. Click on cut out, then chroma key. Then you turn on chroma key, and then you'll see color picker. And then you click on the pen. Click on the pen on the right side, like this. Then you're going to pick the color to remove. Whatever color you want to remove on it. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's green, white, or black, or blue, or any color. So I'm just going to click on the green, and you can see now it's going to remove the green color. Then the next thing you want to do is to increase the strength. So click on this, and then just increase the strength until you don't see the green screen anymore. So just increase it gradually until you don't see the green screen anymore. So if you have a good high quality green screen, you can just bring it to 100 and it's just going to work. Okay. Otherwise, for some green screen videos, you may have to slowly play around with the strength until you get a sweet spot. If I play the video again, we can now see that we don't have a green screen anymore. It's just the subscribe button that overlays on top of our video. So as promised, this is how to add overlay on CapCut. Click on text and the default text. You can just click and bring it down. This, okay. Then you can get out. You can make it longer or shorter. Also put it to when you in video. I want the text to appear start, so I can just move to the start of the video. And if I play it, you can see that we have the text at the start. And then if we just want the text to appear for a short while, we can make it short. Just like this. By the way, we can zoom in so that it's easier to see. So maybe I make it very short. And then if you watch the video, over here, you see that we have the text for a while and then it's gone. So if you want the text to appear a lot longer, then we can just make it a lot longer. Can make it for the entire video. So this way, the entire video will have the text. So next, how do we actually change the text? Well, just click on your text and you can see that on the right side, you can type in whatever you want to write, your text here. So the first thing you can do, you can change the font. If you look at font, you'll see system. If you just click on this, CapCut has different fonts for you to choose from. So just take your time, scroll through, and then if you click on them, you can see what the text will actually look like. Like this, if you click it, you like this. Okay, so there are a lot of fonts, there are hundreds of them. So just take your time, go through and see which one you like. Alright, so moving on, if you want to make your text bigger, you can adjust the font size. Just drag it to the right to make it bigger, like this, or just drag it to the left to make it smaller. And next thing is, you can also adjust the text. So if you want the text to appear in the corner, to the corner, like this. So you can just move the text to wherever you want in your video. You can put it at the side, put it in the corners, or you can even put it in the middle. Now, moving on, you can also bold your text, or you can underline your labels just like this. Next, you can change the color of your text. You can make it any color you want. it's kept really fast for you. To customize the text is to just use their presets, all these different presets. You can just click on them and you can just see which one you like. These, or even these. Then below, you can add a stroke to your text. For example, if I change it to red color, and see there's an outline, and you can adjust the thickness, can make it less thick, or can make it very thick. Then you can also add a background to your text like this. You can choose any color you want. You can play around with it. You can make it more rounded, just like what you see. And you can also adjust the height. This you can adjust the width. I don't want the background, so I'm going to click on this, which is exactly what it says. Go to your text like this, just how much you want it to go, the range, and of course you can just play around with it, and then don't turn it on. Then moving on, there's also shadow. You can add a drop shadow to your text. So I'll use a different color so you can see. I'll use red color. So you can adjust the opacity so it's easier to see. You can also adjust the blurriness like this. You can also adjust the distance, right? If I use black color, you can see that we can create this text. If you turn off the blurriness and you increase the opacity, you can actually create this kind of effect where you kind of have this 3D effect in your text. You can also add effects to your text. If you just click on effects over here, you can see that CapCut have a lot of different effects for you to choose. So you can just click on them and then just see which one you like. This is another way to customize how you want your text to look. Next thing you might be thinking, how can you add animations to your text? If you just go to the right side, there's this thing that says animation, and then you can add what kind of animations you want. Just click on it and it will show you what the animation looks like. Just click through and see which one you like. Let's say we want typewriter like this, and you can also play around the duration. You can increase it or you can lower it. Okay, if you increase it, that means the text will take longer to animate. And for the text to go away, you can also choose an animation. Under animation, if you click on out, you can also select an animation for the text to disappear like this, like this. So there are a lot of different animations. You can go and click around and see which one you like. So as promised, this is how to add text on CapCut. If you want to learn how to animate in CapCut just like this, then this video will show you how step by step. Alright, let's use this video as an example. And let's say we want image or this picture. So first extend it throughout the video. And let's start off by making it smaller. And let's start by putting it at the corner. So for to animate anything, you need to first decide where the animation. It could be at the start of your video, or it could be any point in your video. So let's say we want to start animating over here. First, you need to click on the thing that you want. And then if you look on the right side, the size to the right, there is this diamond. If you move your mouse over, it says add. So you're just clicking on the very first diamond over here. It's going to add a keyframe like this. So here you can see we have our first. Then just move forward. And then now you can animate your image or your picture. So just adjust it to however you want it to. Say I want to move it from here to here like this. Okay. And when I let go of my mouse, you're going to see that another keyframe will be added over here, just like this. Now, let me play the video and show you. Originally, it's over here. And then it's just going to move to exactly where I move the image to. As you can see, the first keyframe is what it looks like at the very start. And then the second keyframe over here is what it will look like in the end. So the first key is the before, and then the keyframe is after. And that's why you can see that between the two keyframes, it's going to move like this. So you can animate on CapCut by moving things around from point A to point B. You can also make things bigger or smaller. So let me just click on the second keyframe, and let's say we make it bigger like this, put it in the middle. So here you can see, this is what the first keyframe is. This is what so it's going to start off like this, and it will end up looking like that. Okay, so if I play the video, it's going to look like this. So you can see we can animate by move. We can also make it bigger. So I'm going to animate it again. So I'm just going to do what I just did. Okay, let's say at this point, I want to animate this image. So just like before, over at position size, we click on the very first keyframe. So I click it, we have our first keyframe, we go forward, and now we animate the image. Okay, just move it to so let's say this time around, I'm going to move it to the side, I'm going to make it smaller, I'm also going to rotate. So these are all the things you can do to your images or your pictures. So if I play the video, you get off like this, and it will end up looking like that. So I'll just play the video. So now you might be thinking, how can you control the speed of animation? How can you make the animation go faster or slower? Well, you can do that by adjusting the distance between your two keyframes. So if you want to make the animation to be very slow, then just make sure that these two keys are very far apart. So I'm going to make it quite far, like this. And if I play the video, you're going to see the animation will be very slow. That's because the two keyframes are very far apart. Okay, if I make them closer like this, very close to each other, then the animation will be a lot faster. Just like this. So if I make them even closer, the animation will be even make the animation fast. Bring the two keyframes closer to each other. The closer they are, the faster the animation will be. If you want the animation to be slower and far apart, you can see frames are apart, and when the video animation is very low. Keyframe in CapCut, so you can move things around like this, rotate them, make them smaller, make them bigger, or animate them anyway. Also zoom in this, so move camera. You can also zoom out. You can also this. You can also use much more watching, because this video will show you step by step. All right, let's use this as an example. So we'll start out with the basics, how we can use an image, a text. So I'll start with an image. So first, let me just position it like this. Okay. So how do we use keyframe an image? So first, when you want to start moving the now let's say start moving it around this point. So just move the line to where you want to move it. Right, there is position size, and on the right side there is this little diamond that keyframe. So I'm going to click on it. You can see for the image we now have a keyframe. A key is a diamond like this. So add your first keyframe, and then just go in front where you want, and then you move the image to where you want it to be. Move the image from here to here. Then I'll just move it like this. Auto here to here. Now you can bring other. So if I bring it closer like this, now I play the video, you can see it move much faster. It'll be even faster like that. So you can control how fast you want the animation to be. The closer it is, the faster, and the further, the longer it will take. Move it something like this. So here we always add two keyframes most of the time. the first keyframe is before, and the second keyframe is after. So before at the start is, and then at the end is like that. So this is how you, let's say to rotate the image. Here's how to do it. We add keyframe like this. Click on add keyframe. Let go. You can see we have another keyframe. So if I play the video at this point, you can see that the arrow will rotate. You can also make things bigger or smaller. So let me add a keyframe. I go in front a little bit, and now I'm going to make it smaller. I can do so. And then if I play the video, you can see the arrow gets smaller. And of course, we can also make the arrow or anything become bigger. So just before we add a keyframe, click. So we have our first keyframe here, go in front a little bit, and then we adjust it. So now I want to make it bigger. Then I can also adjust it with the scale. Of course, I can the arrows like this, but I'm going to use the scale over here. So it's going to be bigger. So here you can see we have all these keyframes over here, which will control the thing that you want to adjust. So in this case, it's this image, this graphic. So here I'll play it, and you can see that all these keyframes are after. Okay, so this is before and after, and then before and after. So I'll just play it so you can see exactly how it looks like. Okay, you can rotate like this. You can make it smaller. You can also make it bigger, and you can also do all of those things at the same time. So I'm just going to combine everything to show you, but this time around, let me just do it with text. Okay, so I'll add a text like, and let's just write something like subscribe, which you should. Okay, so we can add our keyframe over here by looking for position and size. You see position and size on the right side. You can so add a keyframe over here at the start, and then I'll move forward a bit, and then I'll just adjust it to what I want it to look like after. So I want to move it over here. I want to rotate over here. You're gonna see it's gonna slowly move there, and it's gonna rotate and become smaller at the same time. Okay, so just like this, let me play it. You can see this is how you can control the animation. So when you want to animate any image, any graphic, any picture, any photo, or any text, you key. Now moving on, let me how to use keyframes in. So first, you have to when you want to start zoom in, you could be at the start of the video. Keyframe, and then just go forward a bit, and then now we want to zoom in. You can adjust the scale. So if I just drag it to the right, we can zoom in. So in this case, let's just zoom into here. So remember, we have two keyframes, right? The and after. So it's gonna and you can control exactly how you want it to look like in the end. So now I'll play the video, and as you can see, zoom in like that. So if you want to zoom in slowly, frames are far apart. The further they are, the slower the zoom. Right? Now, if you wanted to zoom in them close to each other like this, and if I play the video, it zooms in a lot faster. Make it a lot faster, very close. Something like you can see that it will zoom in very, very, very slowly all the way to this point. After you zoom in, you can also move around. So to move the camera around, you put a keyframe. before. The second keyframe is the after. Now to zoom out, it's also very easy. When you want to start zooming out, let's say around this point, and then you got to adjust the video back to its original position because you want. So for scale, you want to bring it back to 100%, you can just type it in 100, press enter, and then for the position, you got to change these two back to 0. So if I change this to 0 like this, change this to 0, hit enter, it's going to bring the video back to its original zoom out. So remember, the first keyframe, which is before, and then it's the after keyframe to how you want it to look like at the end. Play the video, you're going to see that it zooms out from here to here. Zoom out slowly, then just bring 2 keyframes further apart. And you can zoom out very, very slowly. And if you want to zoom out fast, the better it is, the faster it's going to zoom out. As you can see, for opacity, you can also add a keyframe. So there's a lot of things in CapCut that you can add a keyframe and you can create any kind of effect that you can imagine. Opacity, add a keyframe like this. I can move in front like that, add opacity down to 0%. As you can see, if I bring down to 7, it's basically going to make. And then if I play the video, as you can see, the first keyframe is 100%, and then the second key slowly decrease 0%, and it's going to create this effect where it fades to black just like this. I'll add a keyframe like this. So the first keyframe has 0% opacity. I go in front a bit, and then this time around, I'm going to bring the opacity to 100% like this, and I let go. You can see we have another keyframe. So if I play here, you can see it's going to fade in. There are actually a lot of things that you can add to. Just look on the right side. If there's a diamond, then you can add a keyframe. Also add keyframes to video effects. Let me just show you an example. If I click on a lot of effects on CapCut, but let me just show you one as an example. I go to lens and use the blur effect. If I click and hold, I can bring it like this. And as you can see, right? So from here, if I play, so you can see from normal side to side. For effects, you can also add a keyframe. So as you can add a keyframe, you can create an effect where the blur comes on smoothly. I can go to the start of this video effect. I press the up arrow key to here. I can add a keyframe, and let's start with 0. Okay, and then I go in front like this, and then I bring the blur up to however high I want it to be, maybe like this. So this way, with a keyframe, then the blur effect will come on smoothly, right? It's gonna start from 0, and then slowly it increases all the way up to the second keyframe, which is 30, which is how we want it to look like in the end, right? So if I play the video now, you can see that it will slowly become blur, right? Compared to if we don't have any keyframes, blur like that, which doesn't look very nice. So you can also keyframe to video effects. Now let me show you how you can use keyframe to track a subject. So here you can see in this video she's moving around. So if we were to zoom in, so I'm just going to zoom in first. I'll click on the key here. I go in front a little and I increase the scale to zoom in, maybe like this. Okay. So if I play the video, so you can see it zooms into her, she's in the middle, and then you'll notice that she's going to dance and she's going to move out of frame, out of the video. We want the camera to track her, right? So how this? We can do it using. Now remember, most of the time when it comes, you always add 2 keyframes to move it from point A to point B, before and after. But when it comes to tracking, we only use 1 keyframe at a time. And let me show you how it's done. So I go to the start, and at this point you can see, let's just assume I want the middle of the video. So here you can see she's in the middle, right? As I continue, right now she's not in the middle. So I can actually move the video like this. And as I move it, you'll see that another keyframe will be added. Then just play the video again, like this. So she's still in the middle. She starts to move to the left, right? She's moving to the left. I can pause the video. I just move the video like this. And then once I let go, you're going to see that another will automatically appear. Boom. So when it comes to tracking, you don't have to keep adding 2 keyframes. 1 keyframe at a time to track the person. Here she's out of frame. We got to move her back to the middle like that. Then I play the video again. And here she's out of frame. So I pause it. And then again, I just bring her back to the middle. And I let go. Another keyframe is automatically. Play it again. Out of frame. I pause it. And then I just move it back. And now if I play the video, you can see that she is in the middle at all time because we are using all these keyframes to track her. Alright, moving on, let me show you how you can use keyframe to track a vertical video. So this video is a widescreen video. This is YouTube, right? But what if you want to create a vertical like for TikTok or YouTube short? So first we want to change the aspect ratio. You can click on this and then you change it to 9:16 and now it looks like that. So first we want to the video. So let me just make sure we go to the start of the and then I'll just adjust it like this. I'll just drag it out so that it fits the video. And let's move her to be in the middle like this. So if I play the video, you can see that we have she's like moving out of frame like this. And then over here, she actually moves out of the video. So we need to use keyframe to track her, right? So to do that, we have to first add a keyframe, right? So you go to the start of the video, add a keyframe, I position and size, I'll add 1 keyframe. And then from here on, when it comes to tracking, you only one keyframe at a time. So easy, we just play the video and whenever she's out of frame, we just pause it. So now she's not in the middle anymore. I pause the video and I'm just going to move back to the middle and you're going to notice the keyframe will be automatically added. So I let go of my mouse, boom. Now just continue. I'll play it. So here she's a little bit off center, so I'll just move her again. So now if I play the video, you can see that her. She's in the middle, all the way to here. And then of course, here she's a little bit off center again. That's why I pause it. And then I just move her to the middle. I'll play the video again. Here she's not in the middle. I pause it. I adjust it. I play it. Pause. Adjust. Play it. Adjust. You can see all the keyframes appearing, right? So I play, pause, adjust, play, pause, adjust. All these keyframes are coming out. Play, pause, adjust, like this. And now when I play the video, you can see that because of all that we added, it's tracking her and it's always in the middle. If you want to learn how to remove the background in CapCut, just like this, now maybe you want to change to a different background, add a different background like these, or you just want to put your face over a gaming video or video, then this video will show to remove background in CapCut by step. Alright, so let's use this video as an example. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you click and select the video with the background that you want to remove. Look on the right side. Under video, there is basic and then there is cut out. So click on cut out and then click on auto cut out. Then it will start to process. Just wait for it to process. And when it's done, you can play the video. The background is removed. And now if you want to change find with the background that you want, then your videos like videos for free. So now coming back to this video, here you can see the background is actually covering the person. So to fix this, just bring the video of the person, just hold, then you can bring it up just like this. And if I play the video, you can see that we have changed to a different background. Now, if you're making a gaming video or a tutorial video, or you just want to show something on the screen and you don't want your to be in the middle and you just want it to be at the side, maybe in the corner, here's how you can adjust the video. Just click on it, right? And then you go here on the right side under base, you find position and size. You can actually adjust the scale like this to make it smaller, as small as you want, and then you can move it to the corner, just like this. And then if you're making a video, for example, let me just delete this one, and I'll like this. And if I play the video, this is what it looks like. So you can play around with it, you can make it smaller, you can move it around, not only change the background, you can also put other types of videos in the background. Alright, now if you're wondering where to get background videos just like this and this, just go to Google and search something like live wallpaper computer, and you will find websites that will let you download background videos. So here's one. If I scroll down, there's a few more. So I'm just gonna open one as an example for you. So if you go to any of these websites, then you can usually find different categories. So I'll just click on lifestyle, for example, and then if you scroll through, see that there are a lot of different backgrounds that you can. So I'll just click, and you can see this is actually a video. Then the video will play, and you look at the clouds, it's actually moving. So if you like this background video, then usually there will be a download button on those websites. So just scroll around, look for it. So in this website, you can see it's quite obvious. Download wallpaper. If you click it, it's going to download this video, computer, and you can add them to CapCut. To learn how to do motion tracking on CapCut, then this will show you how step by step. Alright, let's use this video as an example, and I'm going to track this person running and in this video. So we can do motion tracking with image like this, image or a picture, or we can also do motion tracking with text. So let's start off with text. I'm going to add a text to this video, and let me just extend it the entire video like this. Okay? So we'll do the text first, and you can also do it with a just something like this. Then let me choose a tracking the text, and if you want it to be so in over here, click on this icon, which is motion. Then you're gonna see this yellow box, right? So you're gonna move this yellow box to the thing that you want to track. It could be anything. So I'm gonna make it smaller. So there's this little paper like this, and you can also rotate like that. Okay, you can rotate. So depending on the thing that you want to track, you rotate it sometimes. But in this example, it's quite simple. We just track this guy. So let me just onto this person. Okay, moving on the right side, there's scale and then there's distance. Now for scale and distance, it's up to you. You can test and experiment yourself to see which one you prefer, see which one would look better for your video. For me, I'm just going to both of them in this example. I'm going to click on start and then just start to track. And as you can see right now, CapCut is tracking the person, right? It's moving the text with the person, just like this. So what I track, just put them inside the yellow box, and CapCut will track them throughout the video. Alright, so it's done. So now let me just play the video. So as you can see, the text is tracking the person, right? Just like this. Now moving on, if you want to do motion tracking with an image or a picture or a photo, first you just adjust it to how you want it to look like. So I'm just going to move it like this to point at him, okay? So just adjust it to how you want it to look like. And once you're happy with it, you can start to do the motion tracking. On the right side, click on motion tracking. And remember, you have to adjust this yellow box. Okay, move it to the thing that you want to track. So I'm tracking this person. Like now for scale and distance, it's up to you. For me, I'm just going to turn off both of them. Then remember to click on start. Then just wait for CapCut to track the person. Alright, so it's done. Let me just play the video. So look, as promised, this is how to do motion tracking on CapCut.
If you want to learn how to add text to speech CapCut, then this video will show you how
To add text to speech to your videos, the first thing is text over here. You see default text. So just click and hold, then you can bring it down to your video. Okay, by the way, you can position it anywhere you want in the video. So I'm just going to bring this to the start of the video. So let's go ahead and change the text. So I want to say something like, if you want to learn. So to add text to speech to your video, just to speech. And here you see a bunch of different voices that you can choose. So I'm just going to click on a few to let you hear, okay?
If you want to learn.
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 If you
So there are a lot of different voices for you to choose from. So just click on them one by one, see which one you like the most. And let's just say, for example, we want to.
If you want to learn.
Then next, you need to click on start reading. So you got to click on this. I'm going to start applying text to speech. And now if I play the video, text to speech. Let me just play the video.
If you want to learn.
So you notice that the text is not synchronized with the right. So it's a lot longer. So what you can do is you can sync them together. So here you can see the text appear longer than the voice. So we can do this, click and hold, then just shorten the text just like this. So right now, if we play the video with the voice.
If you want to learn.
So let's continue. I'll just add one more as an example. So go back up here, just click and hold, and then you bring it down to your video, and then whatever you want. So for example, how text to speech like this. You can adjust the font size, speech, then just choose the voice that you want.
Text to speech.
And always remember you have to click on start reading. It's going to apply text to speech to your video. Then make sure you check whether the text is synchronized with the voice. So this is what the video looks like now.
If you want to learn how to add text to speech.
Now, by the text in your video, you can delete them. Click, then click on delete. Right click, click on delete. And then your video will just have the text to speech, but without any text on the video, just like this.
If you learn how to add text to speech.
Alright, so we've got some videos over here and we've got some music. So how do we add music to your videos? Well, first let's just bring them into CapCut. So to import them, we can just select them and then just drag them in like this. So let's just use the first video as an example. We bring it down to the timeline. So as you can see, with grass. So how do we add a song or a music to it? So let's use the first song as an example. By the way, if you click on any of the song, CapCut will play it as a preview. So let me just click it and show you. Right, every time I click on a song, CapCut will play it for you as a preview. Alright, so let's say I want to add the first song to this grass video. I just click and hold, then I bring it down. So if you bring it down, it doesn't match the video, right? As you can see, it's off. If I want the song to match the video, then I'll need to make sure I bring it to the front so that it matches the video. So let me just play it, and you should hear that we now have music for this grass video. Now here you can see that the song is a lot longer than the video clip. So if I play it at the end, so as you can see, because longer than the video, then it goes into a black screen and then the song continues to play. So you don't really want that. So in this case, you will want to cut or trim the music, right? You want to cut down the song. So how do we do that? You just click on the audio, it'll be highlighted, right? And then you move your mouse to the end. You can click and hold, and then you can just drag it to the left. And then just make sure you match the video clip. And this is how you cut the song. Play the end of the video. You can see that the video will end when the song stops. Okay, so it won't go into a black screen playing all the way until the end. So what if you want to add more video clips and add more songs? So I'll use the next video clip as an example. Let's bring it down to the timeline. Now, if you want to use the same song, then you can just adjust it just like how I showed you earlier, right? If you click on the audio, you can go to the end of the song, you can click, and you can just drag it, and then you match the videos, right? So as you continue editing, just adjust your song accordingly. So if I play this example, you should see that you'll have the music playing in the background. Now, what if you want to change the song? What you can do is you obviously want to shorten it first, like this, and then we go to the next song that we want to add. Then we just drag it down to the timeline, like this. And then again, problem, the song is a lot longer than the video clip, right? So just like before, we will trim the song to the end, then click and hold, and then just drag it all the way to match your video. So by doing this, you will now see that we have added music or video clips. So once again, let me just show you a quick preview of what it will look like. Now, if the music or the song is too loud or too soft and you want to adjust the volume, you can just click on the audio, and then you can see that on the right side, you can adjust you can drag it to the right to increase the volume and make it louder. So the higher the number, the higher it is, the louder the song or music will be. Or if you find that the song or music is too loud and you want to make it softer, then you can the volume, just click and hold, and then you drag to the left to lower the volume and to make the song or music softer. The more you drag to the left, the softer it will be. And also, if you want to fade in or fade out your music, you can adjust the settings over here. So as promised, this is how to add music on CapCut. If you want to learn how to add captions to a video in CapCut, just like this, then we'll show you how step by step. Alright, let's use this video as an example. So to add captions to your video, just click on and then click on Auto Captions. So here you can see for auto captions, they will recognize speech in the video and generate auto captions. So you can choose the language. So it depends on what language your video is. So there are many other languages, as you can see, that you can choose to create captions for. So depending on what is the language of your video, choose any other language. So it's not just English. So for now, I'm just going to click on English and we can click on it. So CapCut is going to listen to a video and whatever is being said turn into captions. So now let me just play the video and show you what we have.
What do you do? I'm an architect.
Okay, so the first thing you can do is you can customize the text. You can change how you want the text to look like. So I'm going to click on the text just like this. And if you look on the right side, you can actually see that it applies to all. If I change anything here, it's going to change everything. So I'll show you a quick example. If I change the color to yellow like this, even though I'm only editing the first text, but it will also change every other text in the video. That's because it's to all. So let me just change this back to white. So you can do a couple of things. You can choose a different font. I have a lot of fonts. You can scroll around and see what you like. Font, you can make the font bigger. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger around here. And you can also choose a preset if you want your subtitles to look like this, or look like this, or just an outline like this. That's how you can change it. And you'll notice that once you change anything, it's going to change all the other text in the video. So now let me play what we have.
What do you do? I'm an architect.
Okay, so as you can see, perfect. Sometimes you need to do a little bit of changes. So here you can get two different lines, but it's put into one sentence. So to fix this, and then you click on captions, and then here you can actually break up the captions. So in this case, I want to split this into two different texts, right? So the first line will be, what do you do? So I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to backspace, and I'll hit enter so that we have two different texts, as you can see. So it's no longer one sentence. So let me play the video again and show you what we have.
What do you do? I'm an architect.
So as you can see, we split it into two, just like what you saw. So I'm going to continue.
Need to sign any bill.
So what you also notice is that they don't have any punctuation and they didn't capitalize any of the subtitles or the captions. So to fix this is quite easy. Again, click on any other text and from here you can actually start to edit the captions. So now I'm just going to capitalize the first caption in punctuation. This is a question. I'll put a question mark. And for this one, I'll capitalize it. Type in a question mark. And then I'll just continue editing the rest of the captions just like this. So now let me play the video.
What do you do? I'm an architect. Need to sign any bill.
So here you can see for this caption, actually it's kind of long. So it's a bit difficult for your eyes to read quickly. It's hard to scan because it's long. You can actually break into two lines. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. If I click on the text, and then this time around, if I click into text over here, you can break it into two lines like this. So let's say I'll click over here, I hit backspace, and hit enter. And here you can see that the captions is no longer one long sentence. It's now broken up into two lines. So that it's a lot easier for your eyes to quickly scan and read the captions. So if you notice when you're watching Netflix, a lot of the captions, they break it into two lines or is made in a way that it is very narrow so that it's very easier for you to read it faster. And it's gonna say if you want to fix it, you can. But hit enter to create a second line. So as promised, this is how to add captions to video. Or let's use as an example, titles to your video, text, click wait for it to process. It's not person. So if we finish processing, show you what the video looks like. You can see that we have background. Now, how does it work? Well, actually, it's because the video on top, this it looks like, because we have done the auto cut out. So yes, we cut out the person. This is top the entire video. Whole video the example, you can see that brings video perfectly concealed remove. So to fix this, click the video and click on rectangle and just make sure you adjust it. The person that you work with, right? In example, key. So when I do sure it's so please consider that there's no bleaching inside because is here you can see that this and so now here you can see the background is actually covering the person. So to fix this, you can just bring the video on top like this. Just click and hold, bring it up. You can see she's on top of the background. So now we can pull this down like this. So now if I play the video, you can see that we have removed the green screen or changed to a different background. Now, sometimes you may need to do a little bit of adjustment to make it look cleaner. So if you click on the video again, you can just play around with the start off with 0 and then you just slowly increase it until it looks good. So sometimes if you just increase the strength by too much, it can look very weird. So just slowly increase it and play around with it. And if you want to, you can also add a shadow effect. And now if you want to add any kind of green screen overlay like this, subscribe, or any kind of green screen effect you want to add to your videos, here's how to do it. Just click and hold, and then you bring it down to your video. So now let me just play, and you can see we have this subscribe button that pops out. Now again, we need to remove the green screen. So we need to click on the video, go to cut out, click on chroma key, pick the color that you want to remove. So let's just go here, click on the pen, choose the color that you want to remove, and we'll just slowly increase the strength until we don't see the green color. And now in the video, you can see that we have added the green screen to our video. If you want to learn how to make split screen videos on CapCut just like this, then keep watching because this video will show you how by step. Alright, let's use these two videos as an example. So first, you make sure that you stack both of the videos like this so that both videos are playing at the same time. So put them there, and then you can move the video on top. I'm clicking on it, and then I just move it to the left, maybe around here, and then I can move the other video slightly to the right. And then to do the split screen, just click on the video on top, and then on the right side, you want to click on mask, click on split, because we want to do a split screen. Now we get something like this. This is the line where we will split the video. So we want to adjust it like this, and hold, and you can rotate like that. And you can also rotate if you rotate the other direction, then you get something like this. So in this case, we don't want to do that. We want to split like this. Okay, so I'm going to move this line. If I click and hold on the line, I can move it to the center like this. Then if I play the video, you can see that we now have a split screen. Now, if you need to adjust the video, just click on any of the video, then go back to basic, and then now we can adjust the video. So let's say maybe her face is slightly towards right, and we need to adjust it, then just move it like that. And you can also go on the right, below, like this, and I can like this or like this. Once you're done adjusting, you must always remember to click the video on top, go back to, and just check that this line is in the middle. And if you want to rotate the line, you can click and hold, and you can do something like this. And if I play the video, it's going to split the screen like this. Maybe you think that this looks cool, or you can do something like this. First, you need to click on ratio, and then you change it to 9:16. If I click it, you can see that we now have a vertical. First, we just stack these two like this, and then now we can adjust the video so that it fits into this vertical screen. Okay, so the way you can do it is, first let me just put them on top of each other like this, and then I can select both of these videos. So I'm going to do this like this. I select both, just click and hold. I select both, then let me just move it to be in the middle, and I'll just pull the corners like this. I'll pull it until they fit the screen, okay? And now if I play the video, you can see that we have a split screen. We have both videos playing at the same time. If you want to learn how to do slow-mo CapCut, then you have step by step. So let's use this video as an example. So to do slow motion on CapCut, there are two ways to do it. So I'll show you the first way, which is the easy way. So make sure you click on the video. If you look to the right side, there's video, there's audio, and then there's speed. So click on speed, and then you can see that over here you can adjust the speed. If you drag it to the right, you make the video go faster. So this is how you speed up the video. But in motion, then we want to drag it to the left. So here you can see by default it is speed, right? If you want to slow it down, we bring it to the left. So if we continue, you'll see that he is now running